Yeah, switch up.
You about to speak?
No, he got something I want to grab out right here. This is, no, hold on. Let him make his point.
Oh, no, I had a scripture for you.
Oh, go ahead.
It's Isaiah 9:5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood.
That's right.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
So there it is, man. That's right. The Lord had it come out anyway, man. Yeah, that's that Isaiah. No, it was part of what I had. You know, no, you good. I hear the spirit. It was about to come out anyway, you know. He said this one shall be with fuel and burning of fire. All right, and as a matter of fact, you mind grabbing Job 20 and like 21? Because it talk about as well, you know, a fire not kindled. You know, a fire not blown, I'm sorry. Grab that one with the window that you just read.
This is Joel chapter 2, verse 9.
God.
They shall run to and fro in the city.
That's right.
They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the house. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief.
That's right. So exiting the atmosphere and re-entering the atmosphere of American soil. And mind you, Russia's missiles can travel you know, from continent to continent within like a 20-minute time span, 30 minutes or less, you know. So right quick, I got an article from defense1.com, and it says, you can see, you can get this on camera if you want, it says, no, we cannot shoot down North Korea's missiles. This is from September 17th, 2017. It says, it's time national leaders speak realistically about missile defense. Right. So basically they telling you we have no form of a missile defense system at all. You know, they got, and we did a video a while back about GMB, a ground missile defense, which their only form of defense is if they see it coming to try to line up some type of trajectory shot and shoot that bitch out the sky and hope that it blow up out there far enough and it don't affect the people. That's their only form of a defense. There is no real defense. Getting under a desk is not gonna save you. All right. This is the destruction from the Heavenly Father. This is coming from on high. You got it?
This for the brother. This Psalms chapter 64 and verse 8. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
Speak up.
And that's what they doing. They making their own tongue to fall upon themselves, man. They revealing that the lies that they've been telling, now they telling the truth about it. They hyping people up about this missile defense system that it can do all these wonders and shit, but now it's coming out years later that it's useless, man. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. The the analyst dude, he said the ICBM missile can travel up to 11,000 miles per hour. How in the hell could something be trajected at that amount of force sitting at a standstill position, stationary? It's not possible, man. It says, it says, all that see them shall flee away, and that's what's gonna happen. Everybody gonna see this article, a lot of people, and they gonna have questions in their mind. Like, hold up, man, because the majority of people come to America. Why? That's why the scriptures say the brother already bringing out Isaiah the 13th chapter. Everyone shall turn into his own land. That's right. You know, that's what it is. They gonna realize, oh, America, we can go get saved in America. That's right. A big bad America can't do that for us. Let's go.
Can't get no more money neither.
Yeah. Check this out in the article, Baba Kashab. This is the first sentence of the paragraph. It say, the number one reason we don't shoot down North Korea's missiles is that we cannot. Right. It says officials like to reassure their publics, which is you people, as citizens. That's right. It says officials, the people that's making the laws, the scribes, the ones the government, the president, the media. Officials like to reassure their public about their defense to these missiles. Japanese Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshihide Suga told his nation, after last week's test, we didn't intercept it because no damage to Japanese territory was expected. Long story short, they said it's not that we can't, they basically said we can't do it. It's impossible. They traveling too fast. They had Mach 2, Mach 3 speed. Them jets, they could get over the sound of speed, which is only 600 miles an hour, but if the missiles going double that, how they gonna keep up, man? Right. How they gonna keep up? It's impossible. So, land back in the brother's spirit, keep that on deck, Baba Kashad. Yeah, keep that right on deck, right after this. Isaiah chapter 54 and 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. Now, if you know anything about a smith is someone who's like a craftsman, a skilled person. Whether you have a locksmith, a gunsmith, a blacksmith, you know, whatever, you know, along those lines, that can make something to your liking. If this brother being a warrior that he is, because we all soldiers, he coming to me, I'm a blacksmith or and he say, I want a sword made, you know, I'm about 6 foot, let's say, you know, just speaking in general, I want a sword about 3 feet long. You know, I want this kind of handle on it. Me being the smith that I am, I would go and make it to his liking. And he would pay me and I'd give him his sword, you know? And that's how I had to go. So he said he created the smith that blow up the coals. The smith, the craftsmen today that blow up the coals are these mad scientists. These men who know how to, they say the hardest part about an explosion is not getting it to go boom, but to keep it from going boom too soon. You know, for example, I give you a science test back in elementary school. You can mix baking soda and vinegar and get a chemical reaction. He said the hardest part, once again, is not getting the thing to go kaboom, but keeping it from doing it too soon. Say you want to carry that luggage with the bomb in it somewhere, you want to keep it from going boom on you too soon. So he's basically these mad scientists that's able to mix shit together and get a reaction out of it. They bought for a high price from these elitists. All right, so the Lord said he created these scientists, all right, the smith that blew up the coals, the one who split the atom, you know, do certain things like that. It says he blew up the coals in the fire and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. It says, I've created the waster to destroy, you know? So there it is. He said he created the waster to destroy. Esau, Edom is going to be destroyed, all right? He's that waster. His name, it's all in the name. Adawam, which is red, you know, Edom. But it also, his name means wasted away, all right? He was created just to be destroyed, all right? So you got it. You say you got a precept right quick. You can start up a bit. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Or the Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume them while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouths.
And these are not our words, all right? These are the words that's written in the scriptures, you know? But for like a long time, that Colossians, you know, this mystery which has been hidden from you for a season have now been revealed unto us, you know? These scriptures was always there. It's just we didn't know it. But now we in that season, the Lord put the understanding back in the earth for us to know, wake our people up before the destruction comes. That's what Ecclesiastes 12 and 1 tell you, you know? To seek the Lord, you know, before the evil days draw nigh, you know? So that's what we doing.
So like if I could just add on, right? Because you got to think what on earth is hot enough to burn your tongue and your eyeballs out the socket, man. Right. It has to be a missile, man. That's right. You know what I mean? So for all you people out there that think missiles is not coming to this place and the American defense system is impenetrable, right? I mean, it's already written, man. It's like Apostle Rumblot said, he basically telling y'all what y'all gonna do.
No, you know, basically that is exactly what we're saying. We're telling you, Esau, Edom, you're going to shoot off missiles, all right, but it's going to be to no avail. You mind grabbing me Revelation 9 and like 16? You got it out.
It's Job 20 and 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save. He shall not save of that which he desired.
He ain't gonna save of that which he desires. You know, he desires new world order. He desires, you know, to like the scripture gonna say in a minute, to fill his belly. You know, but he ain't gonna be able to do so. All right, you're not about to be, you know, continue ruling. All right, he coming down having great wrath because he know he got a short time. He trying to speed up, you know, his movement. But we telling you everything that you're gonna do, because we the prophets. We already know what y'all plan on doing. Y'all trying to make martyrs out of us, to kill us, destroy us. But it's gonna once again be to no avail, because the scriptures say what in the book of I think like 2 Thessalonians, the dead in Yahushua shall be risen first, man.
Verse 21. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Bring that back, bro.
Verse 21, Job 20:21. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
That's right. You know, they ain't gonna have nothing left here because it's all gonna get destroyed. All right, and the end all be all is this shit is gonna be destroyed. He ain't gonna have nothing left here. And the man who highest up on the ladder, he gonna feel it the worst. He gonna get it the worst because he the highest up on the pedestal, man. All right, we lowly. The scriptures say that the Lord, he deal with those of a contrite and a broken heart. All right, he's nigh unto them of a contrite and broken heart. You probably people, y'all ain't contrite or broken heart. So the Lord ain't near unto you. So when he take away your goods, it's gonna really bother the fuck out of y'all. You know, y'all gonna be committing, like the scriptures say, hearts failing them for fear. They don't really be committing suicide. Hearts gonna be, oh my boat, my yacht, no, yeah, heart go and shit. You know, they gonna pass the fuck out, man. Hearts failing them for fear, seeing all the destruction coming, man. About to make a statement?
Yeah, like it's a different thing. Like when you go from
rags to riches, like how they say in the world, but it's a totally different thing when you go from the riches to rags.
So, hey man, once again, the higher up on the ladder you is, the harder you gonna fall. We low, we poor, we ain't got shit, brothers. You know, we got child, we get subject to payments, we got bills and shit, man. We want this shit to be over. We in debt, shit. You know what I mean? So we ain't got shit here anyway. We already low. So when the shit falls, it ain't gonna really affect us. We looking forward to it once again.
But they say the poor don't know what it feels like to be rich, and the rich don't know what it feels like to be poor.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's why when Jay get money, they spend it. Because they don't know what it feel like to be rich.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man.
I got a clip for you.
Go ahead.
It's Psalms 10 and 6. He has said in his heart,
No.
I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
Read it out again.
Psalms 10 and 6. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved,
That's right.
for I shall never be in adversity.
That's right. So he feel like, once again, because the scriptures say that he's not in trouble as other men's lives are. All right, his days are not trouble like other men's lives are. Roughly paraphrasing, he not in hell. He not really going through shit. You know, so he expected the rest of his days. Once again, like the scriptures say in the book of Psalms, they expected their days shall last forever. You know that they gonna name the names after their own names. They expect. What's that? Psalms 55 verse 49. 49, Bible shot 49:11. Because they expect to rule over us forever. But that ain't gonna happen, Esau. Alright? You gotta pay for the shit that you did to us. You see this Bible shot that slavery sign? You see this shit, man? Esau, you gotta pay for this shit, man. You gotta pay for having our people alligator bait. You know, you taking our infants as soon as you have your beloved child, you happy to see them and shit. And as soon as you get them, they take them, strip them from you, take them from the mother, she crying, still trying to heal up, she can't even walk. You fucked up because you don't know how to feel about the situation. Our children is born into slavery, man, like the curses tell us. And so Esau, somebody gotta pay for that. Righteous recompense. They gotta get a retribution done to them for that, man. Because we the apple of the Lord's eye. Alright? You got that right quick. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, Job, just because that spirit kind of switched a bit.
It's Job 20 and 22.
That's right.
In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
That's right. So in the fullness of his sufficiency, you know, he shall be in straits. That straits is a position of difficulty. He gonna be trying to figure like, damn, why the fuck can't I just establish this new world? I got everything I need. I got the artillery. I got the weaponry. They got the chip. Like, what the fuck else do I got? Why can't they just, you know what I mean? Because it's not imparted to us for that to happen, man. This is the Lord's program. This is the Lord's movie. His will is gonna be fulfilled, man. All right, so you got it. This saying you got it. You got that.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
That's right. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So all of his ones that's in cahoots with him, keep that on deck. I grab me Obadiah 1 and 7. Obadiah 1 and 7 as well. You know, because everybody that he in cahoots with, once again, all the hands of the wicked gonna come upon him. And they gonna shoot their arrows at him as well. Their arrows being the ICBM nuclear missile. You got it, Doc?
It says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
That's right. So when he is about to fill his belly, the Lord is going to cast the fury of wrath upon him. This is talking all about the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, that the Bible speaks of. This is the devil, the deceiver, the one who deceived us into believing. Hey, turn that cedar Brazil sound around. The one that deceived us into believing this lie. All right, and he's going to deceive a lot of you people into taking the chip. All right, so this is talking about the so-called white man and what the Lord is going to do it to him. And he said he's going to pour out his fury upon him, man. You got it?
It says, it shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
While he is eating. So when he's about to fill his belly, when he think he about to consume us all, when he think he about to, I finally got you where I want you. I'm about to get y'all, all you Israelites on this side. I finally got y'all in the state, in the position that I wanted y'all, man. And then the Lord is gonna come and sabotage everything and overthrow his whole agenda. You know? Is it a little bit more on there?
Next verse.
Yeah, that one.
Job 20 and 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon.
That's right.
And the bow of steel shall strike him through.
So them ICBM missiles is gonna strike his ass through. He gonna think to flee, but he ain't gonna escape. All right. Even if he go in the bunkers, and Scripture talk about in the Book of Revelation that they take to the mountains, fall upon us, and to the hills, cover us up. You know, to hide us from the face of the Lamb. You know, that's talking about Esau trying to go into their bunkers. You know, and hide in the caves and in the cliffs, and they trying to be, 6 feet under and shit, so that way they can escape the thermonuclear destruction to come. And some will, some will. The scriptures say, hey, right quick, the one they still not gonna repent. Barbecue shop? They still
Revelation 7 and 20.
the water. Okay.
No, Revelation 9 and 20. So like,
All right, so that's the one I already wanted then. That's the one I already wanted. Because I was already in the 9th chapter.
It's down
You can start up
it's the last 2 verses.
last 2 verses.
Yeah.
Get them last 2 just for a point. Yeah, I am. I want them to start at 16. Let me see. 9 and start at 16.
This is Revelation chapter 9, verse 16.
There you go.
And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000.
That's right. So it's gonna be 200,000 missiles or 200 million missiles that's gonna hit this place, America. All right, and rightfully so. It's prophesied. It's gonna come to pass in your lifetime, not somewhere down the line when your children is grown up and you long and gone. That shit dead. It's happening in your lifetime.
Yeah.
If I can say this, that's why that was, you can say Old English. That's why they said 200,000. They wasn't counting out to millions. All that other bullshit.
Right.
They wasn't doing that back then.
That's right.
So he was a fucking idiot. He just trying to make shit difficult. You know what I'm saying? He changed the language, the speech, man. That's what it says, 200,000. Modern days terminology is 200 million.
Right. And all you gotta do is put 200,000 on paper, add another 1,000, another 3 more zeros at the end, and you get your number. That's how you get it. So keep going on it. I love it for sure.
And I heard the number of them. Verse 17. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of a exceeding of brimstone. And the heads of the horsemen were as the heads of lions.
That's right. And the heads of the horsemen, like the brother going into earlier in the Proverbs 30 and 30, how we like a lion. He said the heads of the horsemen, whereas the heads of lions. A lion is a fierce beast. And oftentimes we get an analogy if it's coming directly at you in a first-person point of view, like directly, it'll look as if like a warhead with fire shooting out the back, as if it's a lion's mane. So it's the color of amber, it's the color of tan, if you will, of fire, which is like a yellowish color. And it's also it's gonna be roaring like a lion too, man. All right, so that's the characteristics that it's given. You got it.
Verse 18, by these 3 were the third part of man killed.
That's right. Which that third part of men is the sons of the wicked. The sons of the wicked are you Edomites, and your 2/3 that's drunk handsome to them. All right? So not the sons of the Most High, the ones that's living upright and just, and then the son of man is these heathens. All right? These natural heathens that's not of our people. They just heathen. They're going to be our slaves. They're going to be tributary to us. So it said by these 3 was the third part of men killed. And that third part of men is the antagonist, which is Esau, Edom, all right? That's the wicked, you guys. The sons of the wicked.
By fire and by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issue out of their mouth.
That's right, out of their mouth. By the fire, the smoke, and the brimstone that issue out of their mouth. With that, brimstone goes back to sulfur, and the sulfur is a cleansing agent. And the Lord uses to cleanse Sodom and Gomorrah. Even to this very day, you cannot grow nothing there. There's no nutrients in the soil. It's very desolate. It's destroyed. And he said in the book of, what is it, like 1 Peter, 2 Peter, like 2, he said that he made that an example that those that live ungodly, this is going to be your judgment. All right? So if you do the same shit, which America is doing, they legalized homosexuality nationwide back in 2015, and now in any state you could be a homosexual. They did that, and so for that reason they're going to get judged the same way, which is by fire raining from the heavens. All right? We got it. Keep going to the end.
Verse 19, for their power is in their mouth.
That's right.
And in their tails.
That's right. The power is in their mouth and in their tails, The tail is the one that carried them here because after a while, after it gets a certain distance, that projectile, it breaks off and it falls, but the warhead keeps going. All right? So it's power there and it's power in the head. You got it?
For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt.
That's right. So, when they take off, the reason it's compared as a serpent slithers. The way a missile takes off, if you ever get the opportunity, get on YouTube, watch how a missile launch off. They got a capsule that shoots off, it takes it up, and then there's one that knocks it sideways. It'll be like a little fire explosion. This is the missile going straight up. It'll be a fire explosion at the top here, knocking it one way, and then it'll drop that projectile, and then it'll start shooting off that way.
Like a bullet, when you shoot out a revolver, when that pow, the shell drop, but the bullet's still coming.
Yeah, and when it's taken off, the reason compared as a serpent is because it has to find its groove first before it can take off and move like it's supposed to. You got to get its groove, so it wiggles a bit until it gets right. Keep going. I'm trying
Verse
to
20, and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of their works.
That's right.
Of works of their hands, and And they should not worship devils and idols of gold and of silver and brass and stone of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk.
So there it is, these same men still not gonna repent after all the wickedness that they done. All right, they gonna go into they gonna hide themselves in the bunkers, and when they get found out, they still not gonna repent. So we gonna have to kill their ass, rightfully so. That's the righteous indignation for what they done it to us. They went far beyond, all the wickedness that we have never done. When you read in the Obadiah, you got it.
Just right quick, that's why I said we're gonna bind their kings with chains and fetters, man. All right, because once those are gonna be the people who escape, like your top elitists, all right, they gonna be ducked off in those bunkers and all that shit. All right, then the men of the Lord willing, we be the men of the Lord, we're gonna go dig their ass up out of there and throw chains on them. All right, and that's how the new world's gonna start. Man. All right, because this is getting ready to be the ancient world real soon.
Hey,